Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? Donald Trump, your president, arrived for a Senate Republican lunch with replies focusing on health speculation and defending his delivery of the positive update on Iranian concessions. He was not well, fam. It looked like he was at the end. Yeah, fam. I mean, it looked like he might drop at any moment. People are very concerned about Donald Trump's health. People all over the world are praying. Yeah, anyway, fam, yeah, I had a moment there. Check it out.
Making very big concessions. We'll see what happens, but it's been very, very, very powerful.
See how winded he is? He barely got through that little sentence or two.
And is making very big concessions. We'll see what happens, but it's been very, very, very powerful.
Let us pray. Okay, that's enough. Look here, fam. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? You know, it's the president of the United States and people are concerned about his health. There are a number of people out there who are saying, hey, man, you know, everybody got to die someday. And, you know, why not, you know, around the 4th of July or something like that? You know, like this is what people are saying online. I find it absolutely horrible that they would say these type of things. I mean, it's just, it's inhuman, you know, like, is there a person in this world right now, a single person? Is there a single person in this world who's hated more than Donald Trump? Look, fam, I got it. You want power, you want the money, I got it. I just wouldn't want to be hated that much. I would not want to be hated that much because, you know, I don't just move for me. I also move for my family. I move for my friends. When I step out into the world, when I speak, you know, I'm representing all of that. You know, if I'm out here doing something stupid or whatever, my friends are going to be questioned. Now they got to answer, you know, and the people that I really call friends, they stand up people. So they're not going to be the kind who, oh, they see me going through a rough patch and then they're going to get up out of there because, you know, they don't want no smoke. No, I got real soldiers. They're not looking for the smoke, but if the smoke come their way and it's about me, man, they're going to be up for the challenge every single time. You did? Trump people, I don't think so. Because Trump whole cabinet is full of detractors. His whole cabinet is full of people who once called him out, who once publicly disparaged him. His whole cabinet. So what Trump did was basically eliminated the competition. He pretty much figured that, look, as long as I can get the Republicans, all of these strong Republicans, all of these people who got strong followings, if I can get all the Republicans who got strong followings to be under me, I get all of them on my team. I ain't too much got to worry about the Democrats. If I can get them on my team, now I can control them. But if they're not on my team, they're going to be constantly voting against me. They're going to be constantly fighting against me. That we're going to be constantly bumping heads. So Trump said, you know what, I'm going to make my enemies my footstool. And who knew he was going to go that far with it? Who knew that they would acquiesce so severely? These people have no shame. Like, man, the way that they sing Trump's praises, the way that they swing from his disco balls, you know, you would think that these people were sworn enemies from day one and would never, ever, ever cross over to support him. I mean, these people talked about Trump like he was a dog, like he was the devil himself. Trump put him on the team, and now only President Donald Trump can do this. Marco Rubio was one of the worst. Marco Rubio, well, and J.D. Vance, which is his two right-hand guys now. Boy, they talked about, you can easily look it up. They talked about Trump like a dog. And listen to them now. They good little boys now. They just sit back and just listen to what Trump says, and they laugh at his corny jokes, and Trump can insult them, and they'll just stand there and take it. And every day, all day, with the president Trump, and because President Trump, and President Trump was the only one could have done this. Before President Trump, there was no other, and after Donald Trump, there would be no other. Like, what do your kids think of that? Like, what do your family, like, what do I'm gonna say kids because most people care about their kids. I do believe. I think most people care about their kids and what their kids think of them, right? How can your kid respect you if your kid know that, oh, you did this and you said that, but now you're kissing this guy's butt and you're trying to tell me how to handle my business. You're trying to tell me how to operate with integrity. You're trying to tell me how to navigate my problems, and you bending the knee to this guy who is ruining the country. I don't respect you. And I do believe that there's a lot of kids out there. I do believe that most of these people's kids do not respect them. How could you? Donald Trump is sick, and they're trying to hide it. If you look at this photo right here, look at that. Look at that. So they try to cover it with some type of makeup or something. It's not even, they didn't even match the colors. And look at this. Something's going on. Now, from what I understand, there's a new drug out there being used, and Trump is one of the guinea pigs for the drug. The drug is not in mass production yet. So Trump is one of the few people who could use the drug. And while they did not say exactly who that person was, they didn't say exactly who the person was that was using the drug, but they did acknowledge that the drug was being used by a person who was, this is what it says. It says, Eli Lilly is giving one person the drug through compassionate use program. Compassionate use program. The person was 79 in April, overweight, well-connected, according to Stat News. So, sounds like Trump to me. And here's why I know it was Trump. Because when they asked his administration, was it him? When they asked his doctors, was it him? They would give no comment. Now, you know for a fact, usually they just straight out lie. But an omission is also guilt. When they don't say, when you ask them a question and they refuse to answer, then you got your answer. Yeah. So it looks like Trump may have taken that drug, maybe taking that drug, and maybe these are some of the side effects of that drug. That looks pretty scary to me. That looks serious. Maybe this is why he's so angry all the time. Maybe this is what it is. But there's something going on here. This right here, he can't shake. He can't shake whatever that is on his hand. He's been dealing with it for a long time. He can't get rid of it. There are people who suspect that it's some form of skin cancer. But besides that, it looks like he got some form of nail cancer. Look at his nails. Look at those nails. Those look like the nails of a construction worker or somebody who scraped bricks for a living with their nails. He looked like he scraped bricks with his nails. Like he walked on his hands or something. Look at his nails. And you know, Trump ain't did a lick of labor in his whole life. Yeah, he ain't did no real work. And I mean, I guess I don't want to say he did no real work, but he haven't done anything laboring, you know. He haven't done any type of blue collar work before. His nails should not look like that. And all he does is tweet. You know, you would think that because he uses fingernails, he uses fingers so much, that his nails would be in better shape. Yeah. But you know, Trump don't really have a lot of style at all, you know, because you look at his clothes might be expensive, but they're not fit. You would think he'd have a tailor, right? But his clothes, he always looks slouchy. He look like a dude. Anytime you see Donald Trump with a suit on.
Making very big concessions. We'll see what happens, but it's been very, very, very powerful.
I want to show y'all that right quick. But anytime you see Trump with a suit on, he always looked like the guy who was going to a family function and they told him to wear a suit. And he just threw that same suit on that he wear all the time. Like he really don't put no effort into wearing the suit at all. Like it's the same suit that he's been wearing for the last 40 years. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.